I'm Dan Albano here with Steve Fryer, and here to talk a little baseball.
Right.
Garden Grove League had some pretty good, exciting happenings yesterday on Tuesday. You got Rancho Alamitos earns the share of the Garden Grove League title for the first time in 45 years.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome for the Vaqueros, who are having a great sports season in the spring.
Yeah, that's pretty excellent. First time since 1965. That's a long time ago. That's before most of the players' parents were born, probably too. So what happens is Rancho beats La Quinta 5-2. It was an excellent game. The pitcher Justin Zielinski of Rancho Alamitos had a no-hitter going to the seventh. Rancho had a 2-zip lead. La Quinta squeezes together 2 runs there. It was a crazy 7th inning. Put it in the extra innings. The 9th inning, Rancho goes up for 3 runs, and then Zielinski pitches the whole way. Michael Hill of La Quinta pitched all 9 innings too. Great pitching performances by both fellas, and Rancho comes out on top. Now there's still a chance that there could be a 3-way tie in that league for first. Garden Grove beats Santiago, and if La Quinta comes back and beats Rancho, and so it'll be a 3-way tie. You'd have to have a 3-way coin flip, decide who's the number 1, number 2, and number 3 teams in that league. Now, the reason these are all important, the number 1, number 2, and number 3 designations, is because in the playoffs, the number 1 team is guaranteed a first-round home game against another league's number 3 or maybe a number 4. A number 2 team probably plays another number 2, maybe at home, maybe away, and the number 3 is going to open on the road. So those designations are really important. No team wants it to be left to a coin flip. They want to take care of business. So if Rancho goes out there and wins, they've taken care of business. They'll be number 1. And what a fantastic thing to have is finally get a baseball championship hung up next to that old musty looking one from 1965.
Yeah, and so they're going to have to beat La Quinta again then.
Yeah, they have to beat La Quinta again, and and they've guaranteed at least a share of it. So they'll have like a league championship banner. But again, you want to win, you want to be number 1, and you also want to have some momentum going to the playoffs, which start next week.
Another pretty competitive league. You threw out some scenarios, Steve, in the Garden Grove League. How about the South Coast League, which is getting pretty crazy? I think there's 3 teams ranked in the bottom part of the top 10, but there's some good teams that aren't in the top 10 that are fighting for playoff spots. Yeah,
it's a pretty rugged league. We've got Mission and Dana going at it for number 3, and there will be at large berths in 6 of the 7 playoff divisions. I think the South Coast League number 4 is going to get an at-large berth, but hey, you don't want to leave it to some at-large committee to decide. Again, you want to take care of business on your own. So that's a big game on Thursdays, Mission and Dana, and that's just been a crazy league. I mean, last week, everybody plays each other in the same week. You play a home and away series against your league opponent. All 6 of those teams, when they played each other, they all split those league series last week. That just really shows how completely competitive the South Coast League has been.
Well, that's nothing new for the South Coast League.
No, it's a great baseball league.
Great baseball league, and you don't want to be if there, strength of schedule should help that 4th place team.
Yes, they will look at that
with the committee, and think about the team that has to play that team too.
You're a league champ, and you got a number 4 or number 3 team coming from the South Coast. Not fun.
How about let's close here with a good way to close with Henry Owens at Edison. 17 strikeouts, pretty mind-boggling performances. He's 10-1. Is it 126 strikeouts he has now?
127. That's a school record at a school that's at Edison High School, which is rich in baseball tradition. So he's already got the single-season record, and he's just a junior, Dan. Struck out 17 guys, 6'7" left-hander, imposing-looking guy on the mound. He's 6'7". By the time he releases the ball, he's another 10 feet closer. So it's not, he's 60 feet 6 inches to start, and he's like 50 feet away when he lets go of the baseball. And he throws hard. He's got some great breaking pitches. Got the great, cool demeanor for a pitcher, for a kid who's just a junior. And, next year, everybody knows he's going to be drafted really super high. And he's also going to have, all the colleges in the world are going to offer him a scholarship. This guy can write his own ticket next year, if he's blessed enough to stay healthy.
And he's had a sister who swims on the championship Harley Owens at Edison Girls Swimming.
Yeah, pretty good athletic
What
family.
is the county record, Steve, on most strikeouts? Do you know the county record, most strikeouts in a game? 17 makes you wonder. Well, is that the county record? Do we have that?
Years ago, there was a guy named Jim Peterson who's over at Sonora, and this goes back into the 70s. I think he struck out 20 guys or 21 guys or something like that. So 21 guys, that means, it's a 7-inning game. see, 7 times 3, yeah, that's 21.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he struck out everybody.
Wow.
So a guy named Peterson at Sonora was just the king of the day.
How about single season? Is Henry got a chance at any kind of Orange County single season record?
You know, I'm sure that he's on the precipice of it. I don't know what the record is off the top of my head, but I know Peterson's way up there in all these marks as well. But remember, he's still got, the playoffs to go. And
Sure.
Edison, looking really good. They're going to play a couple more weeks.
Okay. And is this is Henry Owens? I mean, I think you had a note today about with Mr. Hahn at Mater Dei being a favorite, perhaps for a Player of the Year. Are you going to have some? Henry is going to make it pretty tough on you.
Absolutely. We have a single baseball player of
Right.
the year. We don't do a pitcher and a hitter of the year. Corey Hahn is, he's what, 8-1, 9-1,
Right.
something like that. Pitching really well, playing great in the outfield, and he's also one of the county hitting leaders too.
Right.
So, as far as if you like a double threat guy, Corey Hahn's got to be way up there.
Depends on the philosophy. You have somebody who's so dominant,
Right.
and then you have somebody who's well-rounded. So
Right.
different guys. So a lot of great baseball to watch. Playoff pairings for baseball come out on Monday.
Yes.
Going to be out on ocvarsity.com. I'm sure Mr. Fryer will have them first out on the blog. And be sure to join us next week, biggest week of the year for baseball. Wednesday's show is going to be live at Dave & Buster's at 11 a.m. So stop by, say hi to Steve and I, and check out our in the dugout segment. So for Dan Albano, Steve Fryer, and good luck to all the teams in the playoffs. And we'll be following you here on ocvarsity.com, where we've got you covered.